We wake up, eat breakfast, and go to work. Most of our days are spent on autopilot, moving through disconnected routines that require the bare minimum amount of our attention to survive. When we live this way, time loses its texture. Each week becomes a carbon copy of the last, trapping us in small microcosms where the only goal is to reset for the upcoming weekend. From a cosmic perspective, we are nothing more than stardust arranged into human form. Without a clear direction, that matter simply drifts, bound by the confines of the universe rather than our own will. Submitting to this passive state eventually turns our internal spark into a cold ember. We become cogs in a machine we didn't build, performing actions we didn't choose. Breaking this cycle begins with an assessment of your tools. Your physical body and your latent talents are ancient instruments, positioned in this specific time and place to create a lasting impact.
To use these tools effectively, you must distill your ambitions into one picture. This illustration of a star above the cloud layer represents the Northern Star, a singular mental image of exactly who you intend to become. Defining this goal changes how you process reality. Obstacles that once seemed to block your path suddenly become stepping stones, providing a higher and more elevated route toward that vision. Identifying your Northern Star is the transition point. It is the moment you stop observing your life and start architecting it. This Newton's cradle demonstrates the governing rule of our existence, Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The universe's cogs don't turn on their own. Minimal effort yields a minimal cosmic response. This physical law is why the 5 a.m. alarm and the grueling training sessions matter. These are the specific physical inputs required to force the world to react. These repetitive actions are more than a workout routine. They are the language we use to communicate with the cosmos. We are sending a clear signal of intent through our physical discipline. Only by introducing extreme physical friction and self-imposed struggle do we generate enough force to demand a measurable change in our circumstances. This buildup of momentum is known as the domino effect. It is the principle of generating massive cumulative force through a series of small, connected events. As this image shows, a small domino can knock over one 1.5 times its size. Given enough repetitions, a tiny initial movement can eventually topple an objective the size of a building. When you wake up 30 minutes early every day for a month, you gain 10 extra hours to pursue your goals. Over time, these small shifts accumulate into a massive reserve of potential energy. Combining this systemic action with an attitude of gratitude ensures that your daily dominoes are perfectly aligned for maximum impact. By taking command of the micro actions of your body, you generate the macro force needed to reshape your entire future. Trophies and external validation are byproducts of this work, not the result of it. They are external markers that distract from the internal mastery you are building. In any job, society has a baseline expectation for you, much like a hotel worker expected to empty bins and replace sheets. You can complete those tasks reliably and then clock out. As this text explains, delivering only what is asked of you guarantees you will fade into the background. You become a stable but invisible part of the architecture, remaining in the same position until you are no longer required. Your rise or fall is dictated entirely by your results. Real growth occurs in the space beyond what society requires of you, where you prove you are capable of more than the bare minimum. When your physical actions align with your internal vision, you transition from a participant to an author. You assume the role of the Demiurge, the active, defining creator of your own destiny. Every action you take moves the pen in your life story. Since our time on this earth is finite, each day serves as a permanent audition for the legacy you are leaving behind. This foundation of physical mastery is the leverage required to reach higher realizations. The discipline you build in the gym and in your schedule is what opens the door to deeper artistic and spiritual growth. You have two ultimate choices. You can build a monument to your legacy through consistent action, or you can erect a tombstone for dreams that died within you. By anchoring your daily movements in cosmic law, you move beyond the confines of chance and take full ownership of your reality.